Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video, and today I'm finally making that new skin that I asked you guys to help me with. So, one of your comments said to make a duck skin with a hoodie. So, right now I'm just making the face. Um, also, note that this is a voiceover, so I didn't say any of this while making the video. I was completely silent. Anyways, um, so I was just looking at, just testing out like different duck faces. I tried to go with like big eyes and like a small duck mouth, but I felt like the big eyes didn't like work out. And one of you guys said to make a Sans from Undertale, so I kind of tried to do that with the blue eyes, but then I decided to skip the skip the big eyes altogether, and then tried to go with these ones here and the mouth. I thought that was cool, but I eventually went with tiny eyes and a tiny mouth. Anyways, okay. Now that I've done that, I thought that would be cool, so I decided to do that. Okay, and then I tried to implement. Sorry, I tried to implement the sans face, but I thought that looked a bit weird. So what I just did eventually is I got a blue color later for the eye. But right now I'm putting the arms in and coloring them blue on all sides so that when I'm walking around the insides isn't like just invisible. So now uh what I did was color it the front of my chest gray and then color in the jacket of that Sans has, and then I color in the jacket that Sans has, and like so, and doing that I looked at some more photos of Sans, and then I saw that the inside of his jacket was actually a white t-shirt, so I put the gray part and then added that white t-shirt part. Okay, moving on. I filled in that white square and I added hands so it doesn't look like I'm just handless. While I was filling it out, then I realized the hands would look a bit better if it was like one layer down. Like instead of like that, I feel like it would be good. Hold up. Go to the part where it shows it. Yeah, like that. So what I did was I just moved it all down one layer. And yeah, that kind of fixed it. Because the hands look a bit too big. And then, oh yeah, here's the part where I add the blue eye for the sand part. Okay, and after I did that, now I filled in the back. And then I had, and I and then I filled in the insides of the chest so it doesn't look that weird. But I accidentally filled in part of the leg, so I had to I undid everything and then I put it back to normal. Okay, so now I think uh oh yeah, I think I remember now. Now moving on, I get the color of the pants, which is gonna be like a purplish, and I also add the shoes. Also, just wondering how you guys' day's going. Just wondering. Okay, put the black shoes in, and then I accidentally tried to press P to go into because I thought that would make the pencil tool, but then I accidentally went to posing. So I fixed that, but then I decided to make it into a walking pose, but then I accidentally made the legs go a bit wonky, and I thought Control Z would make the um pose like go back to normal, but instead remove the purple color. So I hit redo, and then I fixed that. I eventually colored in the shoes back on all sides, and same with the hands. I moved it one layer down, like one pixel down, because I feel like the shoes would be a bit too big. Okay, and just funny thing, earlier, just before I started making the skin, I accidentally hit my knee on the table, and now it hurts so much. I don't know why. I feel like it still hurts a bit now. Okay, moving on. On the back of my hoodie, I decided to add the G logo, which is my channel, Glitchified, and I started with going red on the right side and blue on the left side. And I decided to keep that for the whole time. Yes. Now there isn't real nothing else to do. Oh yeah. Then I eventually try to fix the poses so that because it's easier to use. And then oh yeah. Now I added the hoodie part in, just 3 pixels up, like so. By doing that, that implements Sans hoodie. And oh yeah, I had to do the bottom, otherwise looking at my skin you'll just see the duck head with like a tiny bit of the hoodie, and that wouldn't look that good. So I took the arms off, and then I filled it up so it like matches with the hoodie part at the sides. Okay. After some more detailing, I eventually started going into shading. I think. Yeah, I started going to shading. So what I did was color pick the color of my hoodie, and then I went down a couple hues, and then I slowly went up the shading, like that. I picked 3 colors, and then I slowly made it go up into the main one, which would just give it a bit more realism, and it would look slightly cooler. So yeah, and then I had to do it on the arms, not on the actual duck arms, but like the hoodie arms, that. So yeah. Anyways, recently I've seen a lot of my videos get a bunch of views lately, which made me quite happy. But I couldn't do it without you guys, so yeah, I'd just like to thank you all for helping me grow my channel. Okay, and I eventually fixed the texture of the shading on the side so it matches more with the front texture, and I also do the gray area here. But eventually in the overlay area, I eventually remove the shading because it looks a bit too simple, and it doesn't quite match the shading I did with the blue part of the hoodie. I also did it with the actual hood, but just like the gray strips, I just keep it one simple color at the end. After this, I move on to the pants, which are purple. This actually took me a bit longer than the what do you call it? The hoodie? Oh wait, no, sorry, I messed up. I move on to the back. How do I forget? Sometimes it's quite hard to commentate when you don't know what's gonna happen next, because like you think something's gonna happen, but then you actually do something else. So yeah, that can be quite confusing sometimes. But yeah, that's me finishing the last pieces of the hoodie at the back without messing up the G logo, and I eventually move on to the pants. Also, quick note, shading the pants actually took me way longer because the colors look so similar, and I couldn't figure out which color was which. So yeah, but it was worth it at the end because it makes your skin look much better. I mean, in my personal opinion. So yeah. Anyways, I can't remember what I was doing here. I just left my computer on to do something else, I guess. I don't know. Oh, and I come back, and oh yeah, I remember to color in this part. Otherwise, while I'm walking, you'll just see it just blue, and my skin wouldn't look complete. I was thinking, I don't, and here I was thinking I don't want to shade in the inside part, but then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna shade it in, cause like it's just worth it at the end. I don't think I shaded it in in the insides of the pant though. So that probably took me way too long to do. So yeah. Alright, and we are coming almost close to the end of my skin creation. So yeah. Also, just a quick question. No, sorry, not a question. I'm just wondering. If you guys have any tips to improve the skin, please make sure to comment down below because I would highly appreciate it. So yeah. And here, as you can see, I am finishing the shading at the back, and then I'm pretty sure that I move on to the head, but I decide that it doesn't look that good. So I remove the shading on the head because I feel like it should be a bit too simple. Oh yeah, here. So I add like that, and like the similar shading pattern, and then I felt like it just makes the details of the eyes and the mouth like a bit too. It just looked like the detail was lost, so I just made like a simple two-line shading, and I made sure to do that on the bottom, otherwise it wouldn't look complete. Like I'm in like the bottom of the head. So yeah. at this point, I begin to add the overlays. So the first thing I do is add a bit extra detail to the gray bits near my hands and my arms, and then I add some here, and then most importantly, I had to add it at the hoodie because that's the most important part. Right about now. This part actually took me quite some time to figure out because like the overlays are a bit like offset to the pixels of the skin, so it was a bit annoying, and I forgot to turn off the overlays for all the other parts, so the overlays kept going onto the other parts of the skin, like the torso and stuff. So I just removed all the arms and tried doing that, thinking it might fix it, but I still get like some pixels going onto the chest, the torso, which was quite annoying, but I could fix it like that. And then I delete these one pixels here, and then I add those back in. I looked at the legs and I was like, you know what, I don't want to shade it in because I felt like it was going to take too much of my time. I don't want to make a video too long because, I mean, I don't think you guys want to see me just making the skin for like 30 minutes. It actually took me like 40 minutes to make this skin, so I'd highly appreciate it if you liked the video. So yeah. Okay, so I'm pretty much finished here. So the last thing I do was make a shading for the t-shirt. So what I did was I just made it go I just desaturated it and started from the bottom, the darkest colors, and then just went up and like a random pattern. And I am pretty much finished. And now the last thing I did was I felt like the blue and red part on the G was a bit too bright. So what I did was I desaturated the colors so it was a bit easy. So it made the colors look comfortable for the eyes to look at, I guess. And it just looks nicer. So yeah, so this is my skin. So now let's look at what it looks like in game. Alright, and I am now in game. So, this is just a random world with my tower build. I did with an Axiom build mod. But anyways, here is my new skin. It looks really good. I really like it. I really like the details I did with it, like the eye, the hoodie. It really looks like Sans' hoodie a lot. So there's the G at the back, the shading, and stuff. So yeah, I couldn't make the skin without the help of you guys. So yeah, if you enjoyed the skin, make sure to leave a like on the video. Comment down below some improvements if you have any, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.